I'm Eric.
I'm Gabby.
And we saw another movie.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
You think your world is safe. It is an illusion. Enjoy these final moments of peace.
Into Darkness this time.
Clear the road!
So, we're going to talk about it. What did you think about Star Trek Into Darkness?
I liked it. I thought it was good. For a Star Trek film that J.J. Abrams filmed, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's doesn't exactly...
Well, you're the Star Trek expert here.
Well,
so...
I wouldn't say expert, but, you know, what the first one did, the second one did more like that.
Right. Although, I feel it was more in tune with the original Star Trek's idea of action. Like, it's not that it doesn't have action, how people complain Star Trek doesn't have action.
Yeah, right.
I thought this one had more Star Trek-like action. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to say, we'll wait until the spoilers to go into more detail, but...
I could see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it still doesn't go into, like, the philosophical aspects and stuff like the series.
Of course, but like, a little bit, but only for, like, this is what we've written down as a rule.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I really liked both Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto were great, like the last one.
They were
good.
They were even better in this one.
I think so, because they got to kind of become their characters.
Yeah, they didn't have to,
They didn't have to be like, oh, we're not the old guys. They just got to act.
And they also didn't have to fight the whole movie.
And they didn't have old Spock there the whole time to be like, how awkward.
Yeah. So they were allowed to be more friends. Got that little bromance thing brewing.
That was cute.
Really strong, actually. But
well, that's...
No, I loved it. I loved how they did it. I thought their relationship was perfect. Their chemistry was great.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, they're good together. Now we talk about Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, yeah. Good old Benedict.
And he was great. I still, I really have to see it again.
I do, too.
I have to, because I can't disassociate him with...
Sherlock.
From Sherlock,
yeah.
Easily. I mean, not when the character is so similar, like, you know what I mean by similar.
That's the main reason I have to see it again.
Yeah, right?
I can't decide on his performance. I mean, it was good.
Well, everyone who, doesn't know who he is loved him in the movies. So,
okay.
So I think,
I mean, I did too. It's just...
Yeah, but it's just Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, there
are
those...
we almost said it there.
Yeah. But then there are those scenes where it's just like...
Where he's rattling off facts.
Yeah, it's like Sherlock.
Yeah, right. The bit with I think it's when they first go in to the ship. I want to be vague here.
Yeah.
And he's like, so how do we do this? And he's like, let me go on a paragraph-long spiel without taking a breath. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay.
And he even says in, Sherlock interviews that that's something that he really, trained himself to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was really hard for him.
Originally, yeah.
So that kind of... He couldn't, pull himself away from it because he kind of did Into Darkness.
Yeah.
Because I thought Simon Pegg... He was much better. I loved him in the last one, but he was so good at this.
It was like they were like, oh, he's funny. We forgot.
Yeah.
Let's put him in it more. Although that kind of pushed. I wished Bones had been in it more.
True.
Because I love Carl Urban as Bones.
I know. I do too.
And he he was in it, but he even a lot less so than the first one, I think.
Yeah, but I like that. It gave Scotty more time because
maybe every film, the next film, it'll focus on Chekhov, and then the next one, and the third cast member will always get
And for Chekhov, it's just put on a red shirt, son.
Oh my god, that was terrifying.
Oh my god,
we were so scared he was gonna die. Zoe.
Azahara.
Salonda. I don't know her surname. She's okay. She's fine.
Yeah,
Uhura's just there to
it's
nag
all she.
Spock.
Well. Yeah, really, in the movie she kind of is. She was only ever there to just,
read off.
Talk.
She was there to, I always think of Galaxy Quest. Zoe...
Azahara.
Salonda? I don't know her surname. She's okay. She's fine.
Yeah,
Uhura's just there to
it's
nag
all she,
Spock.
Well... really, in the movie she kind of is. She was only ever there to just,
read off.
Talk.
She was there to, I always think of Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
My job.
Yeah.
I have one job on this stupid ship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
And that's what it is.
She just doesn't have a character. I know that's why they put her in a relationship with Spock.
Yeah, to give her something to do.
Yeah. And they were like, that one scene where it's like, we have to speak alien language, now let me No, I am useful for 5
I have
minutes.
something I can do.
Right.
It's literally kind of what happened.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you took me here for this reason, I'm gonna do it. That's like her line. It's like right out of Galaxy Quest. J.J. Abrams. I thought he did, he's Abrams. He does a good job.
Yeah, he's a competent.
I thought he pulled back the lens flares. They were still there.
But honestly don't. I've seen the first one so many times.
It's so much.
I don't even notice it. I just
because there's so much.
I've become immune to the lens flare.
I haven't, and it was better in this. All right, now I guess we can just get into spoilers.
Let's get spoilers. Okay.
So spoilers now.
Back into the villain like last time, right?
I guess we could just go straight into the villain.
Well, did you have anything else?
Well, I still want to talk about. No, I can say because we're in spoilers. The Klingon thing.
Oh,
but,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, so the Klingons.
Because I don't. I kind of. Like I said, I don't know Star Trek, so I know Klingons.
Right.
But I didn't care.
Yeah, so they go to the Klingon planet in this movie, which is kind of cool because they never went to like the home world. That was kind of like, oh my god.
I thought it was implied that wasn't the home world. It was some other.
No, they went on to like this portion of the home world that was supposed to be uninhabited.
Gotcha.
So that was really cool to see. I wish we had gotten to see more than one Klingon face.
Yeah.
But, you know, he looked good. That one cool. Klingon looked cool.
He
looked like a Klingon. He didn't have the evil mustaches that I like my Klingons having, but it would have looked ridiculous, so it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. We had the ship, like when the ship came in.
The warbird?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's the Klingons. Like, I got super excited because it was.
I can recognize
I
know what a warbird looks like. Yeah.
So it looked like the Klingon ship, and I was happy to see it.
Yeah.
So that looked great.
But they've never messed with the ship design.
No, I know. The whole world, I really liked all the Klingon stuff.
Because there was just so much of that.
Well, it was
all of them getting shot
a really cool scene.
Yeah, it was a cool scene.
And like, I feel like it's totally alluding to more Klingon stuff to come. Obviously,
they imply at the end that they accidentally started a war, which is part of the funny thing at the very end.
Well, yeah, because
they're like, let's go off to space for 5 years, not take any heat for.
It's like they started that war, and then at the end of the movie, it's just not a thing.
Yeah.
So that's like.
I mean, it didn't
kind of a
officially start, but like the whole film. I mean, the reason Admiral What's-His-Face created Big Death Star spaceship was so that they could fuck up the Klingons.
Yeah.
So when at the end when they're like, da da da, we just froze Khan again, blah blah blah. Let's go into space.
By the way, the villain is Khan.
like you didn't know.
Benedict Cumberbatch is Khan. How do you think? Well, you remember about the Khan at least somewhat.
Oh yeah, I know Khan.
Should we compare them? Even bother comparing them?
We can. I mean they're completely different.
Yeah, they're very different. I mean, they're both from the 90s with superhero powers and intelligence. That's like it.
Yeah. So that actually doesn't, of all the things to not really make sense, the fact that Khan is a completely different person.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make sense because they've been.
Yeah, he really is. He really is like a different person.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I mean, I liked him.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm trying to think of what stuck out. Like Khan's a good villain, yes.
Yeah.
But
I didn't like how they basically made him into a Dalek, where he just
wants to destroy everyone inferior.
Every inferior race. I thought that was kind of like lazy.
Well, also it's kind of silly because
it is silly. This
is Star Trek. Like, what are you? What are you gonna do? Go planet to planet and just by hand crush everyonene's skull?
It's not Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I mean, the Daleks have an army, but
still, that's the point. He only has 70 other people. What are you gonna do? Wipe out the whole known universe, known galaxy?
And I liked his original desire in the old show and movie to just. In the movie, he just wants to kill Kirk. But in the old show, the episode that the movie's based on, they just wanted a planet to rule. And that was it. They wanted to rule any planet.
But that wouldn't have worked. Because then it would have been just like, oh, you're unfrozen. Why don't I just smuggle my guys out and go to a planet? You know what I mean? He wouldn't... I mean, he has the revenge.
Because to rule a planet, he can't just land on the planet and just rule it. That's what the end of the episode is.
When he jumped in, the Klingons are doing such a good job of taking down the one. He could take, the way they show him,
I know.
He could take down all of
But I'm saying he would have had to have taken the Enterprise. That's why in the show he needs the Enterprise to rule to take over a planet.
Like, I guess they could have written it that he wanted like an alternative that would follow that original plot line. Is he goes on the Enterprise?
Yeah.
Or like he gets caught getting caught part of your plane. All that shit.
Yeah. Right.
So. Like, I am a little tired of the villain trope of getting caught deliberately. Like, this is a bit different.
Yeah.
He only decided to get caught once he found out they had the missiles.
Right. He didn't... No, because getting caught wasn't really part of his plan.
Well, it was a possible plan that I'm sure he had.
It was a contingency that out. And it was a people. He wasn't quite the same, but it's still the same.
Yeah, like, oh wow, the villain's in a cage and we gotta talk to him for a bit. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that for the past 4 years.
Yeah, ever since the Joker.
Joker, Loki, even Bane a little bit. I mean, at the beginning, not really. That's the getting part of your kind of part of
when he says it, it's kind of like a joke.
Yeah, right?
And it's funny because like Nolan is the one who kind of started it with the Joker, and now he makes fun of it. So that was pretty cool, but.
Yeah, but at least this one, it wasn't really like...
It twisted on it, at least a bit.
Well, not much, but it was...
I said a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Just a bit.
But it wasn't like it wasn't a lot of time.
Yeah, it didn't waste a lot of time doing that.
Right.
You know? Like, he was basically in awesome conversation with Kirk, out.
Pretty much.
Oh, and then how about the fact, and this is super spoiler, so if you haven't seen the movie...
Oh,
the fact that they completely flip Wrath of Khan with... Kirk and Spock.
And then it's like when it's happening, he's like, I'm doing what you would have done and you're doing what I would have done, and you're like, very funny.
I mean, it is kind of like, yeah, I got it. Yeah. It's like, thanks, JJ, I understand.
At the same time, I really like that it shows, like, it's cool that you get to see the two timelines next to each other because it shows the growth. Like, the Spock and Kirk, we're gonna have to talk about something else. The Spock and Kirk relationship is growing in a way that's parallel but a little different from the original timeline. And it's like you get to see how they begin to understand each other. Yeah. Oh, you chose that? Okay. Did you want to talk more about that? Because I have something we need to talk about. The
whole Kirk
you can talk
Spock flip?
Or his death. And like and super blood and tribbles.
Oh god, okay. Oh my god. Yeah.
It's kind of I think of the super blood along the lines of the logic of the black hole from the first one.
Yeah, well, Khan has super blood that brings back this Tribble from death. This Tribble dies.
So super Tribble.
I was also kind of happy to see the Tribble. I mean, I was sort of like,
it's
really?
Like, the other thing.
Yeah, it's like, really they have a Tribble right now? But I was like, they have a Tribble right now.
Right.
But yeah, so that brings it back to life. So they basically do the same thing to Kirk.
Yeah. So we don't have a Search for Kirk film, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want
I think everyone kind of okay with it, knowing if they knew that the third film would have to be the Search for
Kirk. Yeah, and I don't want that. So it was cheap, but like I was okay with it, I guess.
Yeah, me too. It wasn't like a big deal because like the whole action at the end happens with Spock not knowing. So it has the same weight.
So yeah, it has the same effect.
Right.
Spock can't say Khan.
I did not get bothered by that because it's so cheesy.
No, I know the whole point is that, but it's just like
his actual delivery. I know it bothers you.
Yeah. And I don't feel like there's any way he could have delivered it better.
Right.
I guess the best he could have done, it's like, you have to say this.
The camera was like slowly zooming in and you're like, I know it's coming. And it was...
Say this? No.
The shot.
Yeah.
On the shot,
because his head's like down. It's like slowly lifting as the camera's coming in on him. He's like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. Khan. Yeah. But no one can say that like Shatner. That was like, and Shatner doing it was just lightning in a bottle anyway.
And it's Shatner. Like saying Chris Pine can do Shatner is untrue as well.
Yeah, he never does. He does it a little bit sometimes, but when it needs to be.
Right.
I like the womanizing that they added to his character. I think
they added to his character?
Well, made a lot. No, yeah, you're right. Not they made it a lot more prevalent though.
Just because every time he's walking somewhere, he turns around.
Every time,
it's a little.
I think it's funny.
I really liked how Spock Spock was more Spock in this one. In the last one, he was more human.
Again, because of the story of the first one didn't allow him to be.
But I'm glad, because the conversation, like, Spock not getting people is fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love it. It's like the running joke of the whole show.
Obviously, I know, but I'm glad, like, you didn't really get that in the first one. You got like a few quips, like the I don't understand the complexities of sarcasm.
And this one, it was everywhere, and it was great.
Yeah, that's why it was great.
So this one I feel like was a lot better on the characters, and that was just the nature of
because you don't have the origin story,
right?
Kind of thing,
so it's just the nature of the beast, but that made the characterization and their play back and forth better.
Mostly when we're talking about this, you basically being Kirk and Spock.
Yeah, but Scotty too.
Yeah, well, Scotty's pretty. Yeah.
And if it was Sulu, like everybody got a little, at least got a little moment.
Sulu was in it for like 5 seconds too.
You got that one.
I was like, there are more people on the crew.
You get that one good moment, you know. I mean, that's all you need with Sulu. You don't need to have a big thing with him every.
Like, don't piss him off.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Spock is the main character now?
Yeah, we kind of need to.
He is. Like, people probably will argue this, but he is the main character. Like, it follows Kirk.
But every story hinges on Spock.
And Spock beats Khan twice in this.
Yeah.
He's the guy that beats Khan twice. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like that.
Kirk never really does.
Nope.
At all.
Nope. Kirk just gets beat up a lot.
Actually, I mean, I like that Spock's the main character, but I really liked Kirk and Khan's relationship in the old movie and in the old show. So it bothered me, but I do like Spock's position because Spock's my favorite.
Right.
You know.
Right. I don't mind because honestly, with this new Khan, if they bring him back, he'd be a better rival for Spock than Kirk. Because he's just...
Yeah, because they're both intellectually and more physically...
Right. Like, Spock has a much better chance of beating the crap out of Khan than Kirk does. Yeah. You know?
Especially in the way that they built up Khan.
Right.
He's like a lot stronger than he was.
Oh, yeah.
As strong as he was, he's like a lot stronger now.
Oh, God, yeah.
And he's played by Sherlock, so he's a lot smarter. Inherently.
Right. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
He also has an English accent, which
makes him smarter
as well.
Which
raises IQ like 10 points. Yeah. So I like that Spock's the main character now. Yeah, it allows the films to be something different.
Spock's a better character too, like in general.
I think so. Yeah. So. He has like internal conflicts.
I like Kirk. Spock's a better character.
Right. It's like, oh, Kirk, you keep breaking the rules. Wow, that's real change and real complex characteristics. It's like, oh, you're half human, half alien. That's kind of more interesting.
And then they also made him one of the last of his kind.
Oh yeah, they did that too. Right. Well, like everything that happens to Spock.
Like the whole first thing, everything is about Spock.
Right.
And so was this one.
Yeah. Would you see it again? Would you recommend it to other people?
I'm probably gonna see it again.
Yeah.
If for no other reason that I want to see it at the drive-in, because that's what I did with the first movie, and I liked seeing it.
Fun. I'd like to see that too.
I liked seeing the first one at the drive-in like a lot. It was really fun. So I want to do that with this one. I also want to reevaluate Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
So I do want to go see it again. I'd recommend it to Star Trek and non-Star Trek fans alike.
Unless you have a stick up your ass, yeah.
Right, if you didn't like the first one, you're a Star Trek fan who didn't like the first one, you're not going to like this one. Because it screws with everything, like, kind of even more.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it should. I think it should, because I don't have a stick up my ass. But Trek fans who didn't like the first one aren't going to like this one.
Right, and I'd recommend it too as someone who doesn't know anything about Star Trek. I liked it. I liked where it went. I liked that it had less, because I feel the first one has more of a Star Wars feel to it.
Yeah. No, this one doesn't.
We didn't really go into that. It's kind of, but like, there's space battles. In this one, there aren't any space battles. Like, there are no ships firing at each other.
There's the chase.
Oh yeah, but you know
what I mean? Is.
Just the chase.
There's the chase. There's him and
there's the
Enterprise where Benedict Cumberbatch in control of the ship. There's the Enterprise and the Admiral in control of the ship.
But that's not a fight. That's like oh god, we're gonna get slaughtered if they shoot at us one more time. That's
what did even the first one have? That was
the first one had the whole opening scene.
Yeah, which was also
it had the scene when they warped right in when they fought Nero. It had the scene like they constantly fought Nero's ship.
Yeah,
they fought the ship because I consider that to be Star Wars, like, but ships shooting at each other. More Star Wars. This
I still felt like those fights were still
talking and fighting between each other and like going to places and fighting.
They did talk
That's
more.
what I
They
mean.
did talk more
So
through their fights.
right.
Because the other one's like Nero's like,
I'm going to
kill you. You come over to this ship or you'll all die.
Yeah, Nero.
Which he does like twice.
So I'd recommend it, and excuse me. Part of the reason I want to see it again is to be in that slightly different mindset
Yeah.
for the action. Like it is more personal almost. It's not the ship shooting the other ship.
Okay, so if you like this video, like it on YouTube. I'm also going to put a link for my movie review blog and Gabby's comic book reviews, so click on that, go check it out. Probably have a written review for this movie as well on there soon. And that's it.